Homelessness is a health issue. It's a lot more than just an accommodation issue.
Having good access to palliative care is massively important, and I think it's something that has previously been missed.
People experiencing homelessness are often dying very young, and they often have multiple and complex needs. They can't all recover from this.
They don't die of homelessness, they die of treatable medical problems.
I was dying slowly. I knew it really, but it was always I'll give up tomorrow. I'll stop drinking tomorrow. But tomorrow never came.
Despite the fact that we have this very high need population with multiple complex needs, they very rarely got referred to or had access to any form of palliative care support.
We know that they're dying younger, they're dying 30 years younger than the general population.
The reasons for that are multiple and complex, but we know that, for example, hostels and homelessness services generally are working to a recovery model. It's quite unpalatable to be thinking of young people potentially approaching the end of their lives. But in addition, we've got conditions which potentially people could recover from. So, for example, if someone has advanced liver disease secondary to alcohol, if they were to stop drinking, they could potentially recover from that. So it's very difficult to know and to decide when do you refer somebody to palliative care services.
I've been peed on, I've been set alight, kicked. You know, it's not safe out there.
Yeah, and when the client's chaotic, they don't want to know about their health. So a lot of the time it's left, but then it's actually talking to the specialists in the hospital as well, because like sometimes GP talk and doctors talk is all medical jargon, and it's like, okay, so clients don't understand it sometimes. If you're talking to a client in medical jargon, the client's never going to understand that.
Living life well to the end means, I mean, I've got a daughter, a grandson. Hardly ever see because they live all the way down in Devon, which is a hard work for me to do, and I have to, with all my hospital appointments and meetings and stuff that I'm doing at the moment, it's very hard to get away, but I think I really would like to spend more time with my daughter.
It's not very realistic, it's not very fair, it's not very compassionate to expect somebody to change. We need to accept people for who they are, where they are, and support them in that.
Success would be respecting someone's wishes and making sure they die in the place that they choose to.
And it's up to us to enable that equity of access so that we make it as easy for them as possible to access the services that they need.
Only way to do that is to provide care in an environment that's familiar to them. So upskilling hostel staff or creating environments within the homeless sector where somebody could approach the end of their life or die there.
So I think the way homeless healthcare is delivered nationally is inconsistent. There isn't a standardised approach to it, but what we do know is that there are homeless people everywhere. There are homeless people everywhere in the UK, and so therefore they need healthcare.
It's from planet Earth, they're entitled to primary care registration.
Some of these people have never had a voice, and it's important that they can get the point across and get the healthcare that they deserve. And I just think it's paramount that they have dignity in death, basically.
Many homeless people in this state have no access to healthcare, no access to palliative care, and we have to change that.
I go to bed every single night like you. I drink, I go to the toilet, I do absolutely everything that everyone else in the world does. The only thing that I don't do is lock my door.
I like to make people laugh and smile because that makes me happy.